The next agenda on this list is question and answer. Please, I believe every one of us that question and package it and if anyone that has the question can come forward for his question.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Adele Kendipet. My question is, if we want to join TANA, what can we do? And the second one is the issue of the cancer that is very rampant now. Is there any solution? Or what can we do?
Hello, please, somebody has a question from the speaker or from the chairman of TANA, Albino Association, that if someone wants to join the Albino Network Association, what are the steps? That is number one question. The second question is that the person asked a question about the rampant of skin cancer among the PWA in Nigeria. That what do we think we can do to prevent it? So others, please, among the previous speakers, either the order, this or that.
Okay, thank you, Muiwa. Thank you very much, Muiwa, for drawing our attention again to that. Joining of TANA, I think would depend on the location of the person that asked the question. If the person is in, if this person is in Ekiti, the person can see your good self. At this Muiwa Abegunde can contact you. Maybe you have to put your telephone number on the screen. And if the person is in Lagos, that person can contact me. Muiwa, you can as well display my telephone number on the screen so that such a person can contact me, or if it's you, or if it's in any other part of the Southwest, that person can equally contact any of the two of us, either myself, Jayola Fatungashi, or Muiwa Abegunde. Thank you. The second question, I think that one is
Professor.
That one is, yeah, to answer the second question relating to skin cancer. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Concerning skin cancer, we find out that it's becoming quite rampant because of not taking preventive measures. One preventive measure is avoiding sunlight. If you have it's better to, if you're in a profession that you can have a profession that it does not allow you to be exposed to sunlight too much, it's okay. But if you can't, you need to cover yourself. And I've said that before. Sunscreen, number one, you apply it liberally all over your body every few hours. And two, wear your caps. Don't forget to wear the well-covering cap, the wide brim cap. Take care of your skin, and by using appropriate things on it so that you don't injure your skin. Then umbrellas can be very useful. Just make sure you cut off the sunlight. You are not exposed, so that the sunlight causes damage, and then which can progress to cancer. Among the people that came last year, we found out a few had already precancerous conditions, because we set up a clinic beside the meeting where we examine the skin. Your skin needs to be examined severally. You need to see your dermatologist maybe twice a year. And apart from that, you can look at the skin yourself. You can use a magnifying glass, especially where your hand can get to. Any suspicious lesions, please consult your dermatologist. The reason why we make ourselves accessible to people with albinism is that, like other things in Nigeria, getting to access facilities may be challenging, but people who have known us know they can contact me directly. I'm on some platforms so that people can ask questions. I'm on platform, Ocean State platform for people with albinism. If you like, you can put me on your platform so that I can access, you can access me or any member of our group. And also I work along with doctors in the Southwest. If you are in the Southwest, we can connect with any of the dermatologists that are in any of that region. I mean, Oyo, Ogun, Oshun, Ekiti, Ondo, and Lagos. I'll be in Lagos in a few days' time to be with them, to tell them what to do so that you can link up with us. You can phone directly a doctor and tell them, I have a skin lesion, and we can tell you, you can come at this particular time. But you are your own best doctor. Look at your face, look at your hands, your neck, obey all the rules, and any sign of anything, no matter how small, we are not going to say, oh, you are raising alarm. No, it's better to raise alarm and be safe. Ask your spouse to look at your back for you. You can strip naked and ask them to check any area of your body for you, any change at all, so that, because we don't want it to get to the extent where it can kill. So that's why it's better to prevent. And if there's any coming, we remove it as fast as possible. We don't mind looking for funds to remove cancer, because when the person is alive, he can pay back. So that's how to prevent. Sunscreen, please. Sunscreen. I know the average is about 6,000 per tube, but you know, even when you buy a tube, it can take a while. It's priority. Priority. So whatever you want to buy, reduce some other things and buy health things that can take care of your skin. So you can prevent cancer totally. I have a doctor with me. The skin is smooth because he has been taking care. When you have a baby also with albinism, you start from the beginning to take care of the skin, watching, looking, so that, and in that case, you will never, no never, but at least you will minimize the possibility of getting skin cancer. And if you think you already have, please consult your doctor, phone us, tell us you are coming. We'll be waiting for you. Thank you.
Yes, thank you very much, the speaker. I think another participant has a question. I hope you can come over to ask your question, sir.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, good afternoon. I think my question is going to Honorable Beleyi. The question is all about politics, because, we'll be campaigning inclusion in politics. Then how do we, the PWA, join politics when what we know as our culture now is money? No money, no politics. So how do we do it? How do we go about it? So I want my Honorable Beleyi to answer that question. Thank you.
The Honorable sir, you can unmute yourself. Hello?
Hello? Hello? Hello?
Yes, we can hear you now. You can go on, sir. We can hear you. Thank you.
Yeah. On politics, you have to be strategic. When we say politics, it does not mean you have to start with seeking election. Seeking election, yes, I agree, is money intensive, but you don't have to start with seeking election to be relevant in politics. you can start as volunteers, particularly at this time. This is the right time to join politics. You join as volunteers that want to help candidates of different political parties to win their election. When you get involved and you are assisting them as volunteers, they will recognize you for your valuable contribution at this point. And if whether they win or not, you will gain their confidence and trust, regardless of your color or religion, that this man has helped us, this man has been part of us and worked for us. So that is how to start, not from the top that you want to seek election. Even for anybody that is even okay on his own, without any issue, without any stigmatization, requires money. And it's not even just money alone. You need goodwill to actually establish and get into the elective ladder that you want to seek election. If my point is clear on that, you see, it's not all about money, money, money. You can get in without necessarily needing money to get into politics. If you are not aiming to be to seek elective position straight away, and you don't have to start with seeking elective position. You can start by contributing, being a volunteer, being a party canvasser for the party, supporting them, and from there they will encourage you to be official of the party when they are doing their party congresses, to be secretary, treasurer, organizing secretary, publicity secretary. You start from that kind of a role, and that doesn't require much money or much giving money out to anybody. And once you have gained their confidence, you are within their system, you can now be promoted. You can now be supported by other people who even have money to support you. That's how it goes. I hope that has explained or clarified that issue. If any more question, I'm happy to take it. Hello?
Hi, thank you, sir.
Hello, sir.
Yeah.
I have a question for the Right Honorable.
Yes, sir.
Yes, what is you said you are chair of the Digital Bridge Institute under the NCC. What is the Digital Bridge Institute? What is it about?
Digital Bridge Institute is the institution that handles ICT training and telecommunication training for the sector in Nigeria. So they handle all the ICT training for government staffs and even the private and both private and public health sector. So,
okay.
Where we are that is primarily set up to drive the digital economy for Nigeria, so that all the government agencies will be digitalized in their operation. So we, the institute, provide training to ensure that objectives are achieved, that everything's digitalized.
Okay. How do people from the private sector link with the institute, sir?
Well, I will provide the website. But what happens is that the private sector can decide to do training, and they will go and approach the institute, the university, if you like. You have to pay for your training. It's not free. But
yes.
NCC organize some training that are free and sponsored by NCC, and they call on DBI to deliver those training. But okay. DBI on itself does not give any free training. However, government are encouraged to sponsor youth and elect and nominate participants. So we have been doing that from government to government of our state level. We've done a few to Lagos State, Kano, all over. And the campuses for this institution are in 6 geopolitical zones of Nigeria. So they have their largest campus is in Lagos at Oshodi, the old Niger School, training school, which is at number 1 Capas Road in Oshodi. Okay. Right, and then they have in Yola, we have in Kano, we have in Abuja, we have in Asaba, we have in Enugu. So 1 campus is for each geopolitical zones.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Where in Abuja is it located, sir? I'm interested in the Abuja one.
Utako district.
Okay. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank-
It used to be the old NCC headquarters. The old NCC headquarters was transferred to DBI when NCC set up DBI. NCC set up DBI in 2004 to ensure that there is specialized training in ICT and telecommunication sector. Because NCC regulates our telecommunication sector, as you are aware. All this GSM, mobile network, the licenses are issued by NCC, and they regulate the sector. So, but they also ensure that the sector meets their obligation in terms of training, and that is the reason why they set up the DBI, Digital Bridge Institute, and it's internationally recognized. In fact, it's the international center for ICT in Africa.
Okay. Okay. Thank you very much for the information, sir.
Yes, thank you very much. Another person asked a question. If you can look at the inbox of our chat, that is Fijabi.
Can you read the question to me? Can you read the question to me, please?
Yes, sir. He said, within the Nigerian society, is there any counseling center for PWA where abused PWA can go for counseling and guided to a better, confident life?
Is that a question for me or for the house, for the other panelists?
Yes, I think. Yes, I think for the other panelists.
Okay.
But anybody can answer this question.
Because I don't have a response to that personally. So others can respond. I will mute myself now, so there won't be interference.
Okay.
Muiwa, I think that question, well, personally, I don't have an answer for it, but I will know if the prof dermatologist has an answer. Maybe she can guide us. She can guide us.
Thank you very much. Thank you. That question is a call to create such a department among our support group. It's a call right from the national to other groups where they can have numbers of people to counsel. Counseling can be gotten depending on your area of need from different kinds of people. The one I know of is psychotherapy that we offer in the hospital, which may not meet other needs. 2, among yourselves, you can have more experienced people with albinism who have passed through similar situations that can offer themselves as counselors, or you can send them to get counseling training to counsel other people with albinism. So it's an area where we need to pay attention. The church can also counsel, or the mosque, spiritual for wholeness, the church, because some people may have suffered quite a lot of challenges. If that the church can attend to, or the mosque, spiritual leaders can also counsel people. Like I said, I think it depends on the area of need. But one thing I want to say, don't keep quiet. Seek help. Tell your leader. So those who are supposed to lead our groups should be seasoned people who have compassion, who will listen, who will not throw away the trouble of those who are. There are some things that people don't want to say in the open. So it's important that when we counsel, we don't share that information to everybody. We just take care of the need of the person that wants counseling. So those are areas where you can get counseling. I think finally there need to be an establishment or a directory within the people with albinism where people can actually seek help and ask for help. I think that answers part of the question. Any other contribution is welcome. Thank you.
Yes, thank you.
In addition, I think the state government offices for disability affairs may also be of assistance. Muiwa, did you hear that?
Yes, yes.
Okay.
Yes.
State government offices for disability affairs.
And state National Human Rights Commission. I think the Human Rights Commission can also be in charge of that. So that is that. To move to another agenda, sir, I think all the questions have been answered. And there is like somebody asked another question on the inbox. The question says, can you please recommend a very good cream and soap for PWA of age 7 and above, ma? Thank you, ma. This question goes to Professor. Go to Professor Lasode.
Thank you very much. You must recommend soap, ordinary soap in the market like Lux, all the other bathing soap are okay. If the skin is too sensitive, then use the one that don't have perfume. Now for creams, ordinary Vaseline, and when it's hot, you can use some lotions and your sunscreen. No bleaching cream for the person with albinism. No bleaching cream at all. Ordinary olive oil too can be used, but I found out that the olive oil that we have, a lot of them are adulterated, so you have to be careful. You have to make sure that it is pure. So Vaseline, lotion, and they are all good. Our local black soap, there's a particular one that is made in Ghana. Black soap is also good. Even the black soap we use here, those are very good for your skin. So there are many skin types. There is a normal skin, there's dry skin, and there is oily skin. Whichever one is yours, you need the specific prescriptions. Like if you have dry skin, you need more of oily materials. But if you have very oily skin, you need more of other kinds. Apart from oil, you can use lotions and moisturizers. I encourage people to use a lot of moisturizers, because the skin can be quite dry. But the sunscreen is always, you must use sunscreen, even from the age of 7. And like I said, try not to use the one that has chemicals, on young people. I think I've answered the question.
Yes, thank you very much. Thank you, ma, for good and brilliant answers.